today I wanted to go over this add-on that lets you, I'm not going to go over all of it today, but what I wanted to show you today is how you can export a model with collisions and with LODs. And I read all the documentation. There's a lot more stuff you can do with it, but I'll just show you that today. And if you go to this website, here you can choose what you want to pay for it. But if you scroll down, he does offer it for free. But this is really good, so I'd recommend giving him something. I mean, you don't have to, but so just click here and it will take you to his GitHub. Just go ahead and click that and download it, and then pull it into Blender, and I'll show you how to install that. If you scroll all the way down, it has these two right here: how to export assets and how to import, and these go into detail with a lot of stuff, so you can read through that if you're having trouble. Oh, there was the other one. I had trouble. The Python part didn't work for me, but I found a workaround, and I'll show you how to do that. So I went ahead and downloaded it. It's a zip file, and go ahead and move it to where your add-ons are, or wherever you want to. If you want to keep it in your downloads, that's fine. Just don't delete it. So you want to go into Blender, go to File, and Edit Preferences, and you want to go into your add-ons, go to Install, go to the file, double click it, and it should install. It should be Blender, I think it's this one, yeah. Import, export Blender for Unreal Engine, and it'll be in a little tab here on the side that says Unreal Engine. You want to click that, and you want to maximize this, and here you'll see all your options. A whole bunch of stuff you can do with it. Let's go ahead and just do this quick. So I think for this I'll just do an archway, and we'll just do a simple one. Okay, that's fine. So for this, we're going to use as a basic for the first LOD, and we're just going to go ahead and let's go ahead and name it. I'll just name it arch. Okay. Shift D, duplicate it, and then just move this over, and then duplicate that and move that over. Okay, so this one's going to be the high quality one, so I'm just going to add a subsurf so you can kind of see what I'm doing. We're going to go ahead and let's do 3, apply it, and then let's just subsurf this one, and let's leave it like that, apply, so you can kind of see. This is really blocky, this one's kind of, you know, turning into that. So we have our 3. So what you want to do is, after you have this, you want to click this, and you want to select the export type to export recursive, and then you want to do that with these two. But with these, you want to select export as LOD. And then this one, you're going to do the same thing, export recursive, export as LOD. So now you click this first one, your original mesh, and then here under LODs, you want to click this one for your first one, and then click this one for your second one. So that's all set up. I guess what I should do is unwrap this, just so it won't be all messed up. I mean, you're gonna have textures and all that, so we're not really doing that right now. So okay, so we've got that set up, and now the next thing we want to do is set up the collision. So let's go ahead, and we just need to make one for this one. So let's go ahead and set, just go ahead and make a cube or whatever you want to do, cylinder, however you want to do it, and you just want to cover, say, that part, and then duplicate that part, duplicate that. You want to do them in parts, not all one mesh, because it'll count it as like a box. So let's do, rotate that, pull this over, and that's good. Doesn't matter. Okay. Next thing is go ahead and select the colliders. So 1, 2, 3, and then select your model. Wait, can I? Okay. And now these will light up down here, and you want to do it as a UCX. This would be a box, this would be a capsule, and this would be a sphere. And what you can do is, if I could put one, say I put a sphere here, and then another one here, and then I hit capsule, it would make a straight line across, and that would be the collider. But let's just do it like this. We're going to do UCX. That's a convex shape. So now you see it's green, and it's good to go. All you have to do is select the mesh, the original, not the, yeah, and then go down, and they recommend hitting check for potential errors. It says none on mine, and then hit export for Unreal Engine. The way they say it on their website is this will import, but the LODs won't, because you have to run the Python script, and what you have to do is paste in here the Unreal Engine location where they're going to be imported to, because once you run it in Unreal, it's going to look for this location. So that's what I did, and then I hit I did it, and they didn't get pulled in. So this is the other way to do it. So okay, after that we just hit export to Unreal Engine, and you see it gave me an error. It says please save this file. You do have to save it. I'm just gonna call it test 2 because I did it first test earlier. And wherever you decide to put it, after you hit this, it's going to create a folder called exported. Okay, so I hit that, and you see it says exported the assets. So now we want to go, we can save that. I'm just going to minimize it. I have Unreal open. Let me close this. I was doing this earlier. And let me open up my location. So if I go to my the place I saved it, it made a folder, and it called itself exported FBX. And what you want to do is, after you put it in here, if you're going to use these models for something else, you want to copy them out of this folder. Unless you're, if you're going to, because if you go back and do another model and hit export, it's going to overwrite this stuff. So these will be gone. So you might back that up somewhere else, So all you have to do here is import this first one, because the other two were LODs. So just drag that in there, and then make sure you check this, and then you hit import, and here we have the arch. Let's rotate it. And so if we double click it down here, we'll, oh, I need to fix that. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get it here. It'll say here you can see your LODs. So you want to see your collision, go here, go to simple, and you can see it worked. Collision is there, so you should be able to walk straight through it. And let's go ahead and test that. Let me make this a little bigger. That's fine. We play it, and should be able to just walk straight through it. And then that should block you, yeah. And so now let's move it back, and I'll show you how to add the LODs. Okay, so we want to go back into our arch here, and if we look over here in the panel, you have a LOD picker, and then LOD 0, and then your settings. So this is what you're going to be looking at. There's more stuff, but that's what you need for this. So right now, okay, here you want to click that and then import LOD level 1. So it asks you where, and then just go to the your folder where you had that saved, and then load in this first one. Then you get that, and then import the level 2 one, and it was that one. And then and it's set to auto compute it. So right now it goes by screen size, and here you can see the screen size, how far away you're at. So like here you see how it changes, and it's pretty quick, you know. So what you want to do is uncheck that, and then this becomes available. Actually, where is the picker? Yeah, that becomes available. And so up here you can click between the 3 you have. So you would go to 0, and that's your main one. That's set to 1. So when you're at a distance of you know, it's like you're going this way, so going back this would be negative. So let's push this back, so when we're a little bit further is when we actually see it turn. So I'm gonna do, let's do 0.6, and then switch over to the first one, and then we're going to change that one, and we'll do 0.3. And you can kind of just play with them and see what kind of looks good. And then that one we'll do 0.1, 0.15. Yeah, doesn't matter. And then when you're done, go back to the auto, and then you can see it again. So now, see, now when you're here, it's when it changes. When you're here is when it changes again. And then if we want to go test it out, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the other one. I guess not. I did it too far. There. Okay. So you see how it changes. So you know that's good. So your game won't slow down. That way you're not using too much memory. You can, you know, if you have like a huge, I don't know, maybe my castle that I'll build. And I'm going to play with that add-on some more, he has on there on his documentation that you can also pull in animations. We'll see how that works, and then I'll do another video. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys learned something new.